In the high-stakes world of U.S. trade law, a dramatic power struggle is playing out right before our eyes. Former President Donald Trump's controversial tariffs, those headline-grabbing taxes on imported goods, have just slammed into a massive legal roadblock, and the fallout could reshape the entire landscape of American trade policy. This isn't just about economics, it's about who truly holds the reins of power in Washington, and how far a president can go when wielding emergency authority. The next move in this legal chess match could change everything for businesses, consumers, and even the global economy. Imagine a single court decision rippling through boardrooms, factories, and households across the country. That's the kind of drama we're talking about. So, are you ready for some serious courtroom drama? Because what's happening now could set a precedent for decades to come. Here's the inside scoop. A federal appeals court has just handed down a bombshell ruling. They've declared that many of Trump's most famous tariffs, yes, the very ones that sparked trade wars and dominated headlines, are actually illegal under current U.S. law. We're talking about tariffs that hit American steel mills, electronics manufacturers, and a whole range of industries that touch nearly every part of our daily lives. From the smartphones in your pocket to the appliances in your kitchen, these tariffs have affected the price tags on countless everyday gadgets and goods. For years, consumers and businesses alike have felt the pinch at the checkout counter. The court's decision didn't come out of nowhere. For months, legal experts, business leaders, and politicians have debated whether the president overstepped his authority. The judges ultimately decided that Trump went way beyond what Congress allowed under a decades-old emergency powers law, which was originally designed for true national crises, not for sweeping trade actions. In plain English, the court is saying the president can't just slap tariffs on whatever products he wants, whenever he feels like it. There are limits, and those limits matter. This ruling is a direct challenge to the idea of executive power. It's a reminder that even the president has to play by the rules set by Congress, especially when it comes to something as impactful as trade policy. Now let's talk numbers. These tariffs weren't just a political statement. They brought in a staggering $142 billion in revenue for the U.S. government this year alone. That's money collected from importers, which often gets passed down to businesses and ultimately to you, the consumer. If the court's ruling stands, it could open the floodgates for businesses to demand billions of dollars in refunds. Companies that paid those tariffs might be entitled to get their money back, and that could mean a massive shift in the financial landscape for American industry. And what about you? If importers get relief, you could see lower prices on everything from electronics to cars to household goods. The impact could be felt in your wallet, making this legal battle more than just a headline. It's something that could affect your everyday life. But it's not just about money. For small business owners, the uncertainty around tariffs has made it nearly impossible to plan for the future. Economists warn that sudden changes in trade policy can disrupt supply chains, hurt American competitiveness, and even trigger job losses in key industries. But before you start celebrating or worrying, the decision is on hold. Trump's legal team is already preparing for a high-stakes appeal to the Supreme Court, and the outcome is anything but certain. The stakes? Absolutely huge. We're talking about the future of presidential power, the balance between Congress and the White House, and the rules that govern America's role in the global economy. The Supreme Court now has the chance to draw a brand new line in the sand, defining what presidents can and can't do when it comes to trade and emergency powers. Their decision could set a precedent that shapes U.S. policy for generations. This isn't the first time America has wrestled with the question of executive authority. Throughout history, presidents and Congress have clashed over who gets to make the big calls on trade, war, and national emergencies. But rarely has the issue been so front and center, with so much money and power on the line. At its core, this is a battle over the Constitution, billions of dollars, and the very nature of American democracy. Who really runs U.S. trade policy? The president, Congress, or the courts? The answer could redefine the balance of power in Washington. So, what do you think? Should presidents have sweeping authority to impose tariffs in the name of national security, or should Congress have the final say? Is it time to rein in executive power, or do we need a strong hand at the helm in uncertain times? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a debate that affects every American, whether you're a business owner, a worker, or just someone trying to make sense of your grocery bill. If you're here for the legal drama, the political intrigue, and the real-world impact, hit like and subscribe. We'll keep you updated on every twist and turn as this legal saga heads to the highest court in the land. Stay tuned, this story is far from over.